Jennifer had grown used to carrying the weight of the world on her shoulders. Between double shifts at the hospital, overdue bills, and raising her son alone after her husband's accident, exhaustion had become a permanent part of her life. Yet every morning, she pushed forward because of Marcus, a bright-eyed, endlessly curious 7-year-old who noticed things most adults overlooked. That afternoon, as the autumn wind swept through the gas station parking lot, Marcus sat quietly in the back seat, watching the world with the same thoughtful observance that made his teachers call him exceptional. Jennifer, running on little sleep and even less money, tried to stretch every dollar, even the few she had left for gas. It was supposed to be a quick stop, nothing more. But sometimes, life changes in the quietest moments, when you least expect it, and for Jennifer and Marcus, that moment was just beginning. Marcus had always been the kind of child who noticed the small things adults overlooked, and that day was no different. While his mother focused on the gas pump, his eyes drifted toward the row of gleaming motorcycles parked at the edge of the lot. But it wasn't the bikes that caught his attention, it was the man in the dark hoodie crouching beside them. Something about the way the man kept glancing around, moving quickly and nervously, stirred a memory in Marcus's mind. He watched closely, his heart thumping when he noticed a sharp tool glinting in the man's hand. The movements were familiar, almost exactly like the mechanic's story about brake lines being cut. A cold, wrong feeling washed over him. He knew something terrible was about to happen if he stayed silent. Even at 7 years old, Marcus understood one thing clearly: sometimes doing nothing is the most dangerous choice of all. The moment Marcus's voice cut through the parking lot, everything seemed to freeze. The bikers turned, confused at first, then concerned as they saw a small boy running toward them, breathless and urgent. Jennifer's heart dropped as she chased after him, but Marcus didn't stop. He pointed straight at the man in the hoodie and blurted out everything he had seen. Within seconds, the bikers were checking their motorcycles, their expressions shifting from irritation to shock as they discovered the clean, deliberate cuts along their brake lines. What could have been a deadly disaster was suddenly, undeniably real. The man responsible tried to flee, and while one biker chased him down, another called the police. Amid the chaos, the group kept glancing at Marcus with something like disbelief and gratitude. A 7-year-old had just prevented a tragedy most grown men wouldn't have dared to intervene in. What happened next was something Jennifer could never have prepared for. The police confirmed that the brake line sabotage wasn't random, it was tied to a rival gang looking to spark a violent confrontation. And now that Marcus had seen the culprit up close, he wasn't just a helpful witness, he was a problem that someone dangerous might try to silence. That realization hit Jennifer like ice. She had spent years fighting to keep her son safe from the struggles of life, but this was something far darker. The bikers, who had seemed intimidating at first, immediately shifted into protectors, insisting that Jennifer and Marcus stay with them at a secure safe house until the threat was handled. That night, when a chilling message appeared on Jennifer's phone, "We know who you are," any doubt vanished. Fear settled in her chest, but she wasn't alone anymore. Sometimes, the people you're taught to fear become the ones who refuse to let anything happen to you. The next few days moved faster than Jennifer could fully comprehend. With the bikers' protection and the police gathering evidence, the man behind the sabotage was finally tracked down and arrested. For the first time since the ordeal began, Jennifer felt her lungs loosen, as if she could finally breathe again. But with the danger gone, reality returned: the overdue bills, the cramped apartment, the constant exhaustion she'd tried so hard to hide from Marcus. She worried they would have to leave the safe house and go back to barely getting by. That's when the bikers made an offer she never expected. The house could be hers, no rent, just a chance to rebuild her life. They helped her negotiate her debts, gave her work coordinating community events, and made sure Marcus felt supported and safe. It wasn't charity. It was gratitude, and a chance to start over when she needed it most. Over the months that followed, life settled into something Jennifer had almost forgotten was possible: peaceful, steady, and full of small, unexpected joys. Marcus thrived in the safe house that had become their new home, running through the yard, laughing on the swing set the bikers repaired, and finally living like a carefree child instead of one carrying grown-up worries. Cole became a gentle, constant presence, someone who helped with groceries, fixed things around the house, and slowly became the father figure Marcus had long been missing. Jennifer found herself surrounded by people who checked in, who cared, who didn't let her struggle alone anymore. The club wasn't just protection now, they were family, the kind that shows up without being asked. And as she watched Marcus grow stronger and happier, she realized something simple but profound: sometimes the family you build is even better than the one you've lost.